Hello everybody and welcome back into Green Hell and another base walk around. So this is on the Spirits of Amazonia map. I'll show you the coordinates, 3731. So we are 3731. I think that's, yep, here. It's not here. No, that's a very large lake that is got a camp right next to it. No, this is a very, very tiny little waterhole that is not actually shown on the map. But it's really lovely. It's not a very large space, but oh, you see the view from upstairs. You know, I just love these. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you always get heaps of these butterflies around here as well. So it's not too far from the last base, which was this big lagoon. I was when I was doing this base, I was scouting for some items that I had to, because my area had run out of them, and I ended up way around here for some reason because I went through this this cave system. I ended up over here and I thought, oh, this is such a pretty little place to build. So this was the next build that I did. So yeah, it was fairly easy, just measurements wise, because I needed to keep as many of the trees in that I could keep reharvesting. I had to do the balconies and no sheds here because of the angle of is quite severe here, and the sheds wouldn't go in properly if memory serves me correctly. It's been a long time since I built this one. But there are fish in here, as you can see. Got some in my fish trap. And let's go in and have a look. A couple of large mud water filters. I've got a weapons rack. I've got my furnace and my forge. A dryer with a chest, anything, heaps of stuff in there. I've got a smoker, another chest. Oh, I guess I was doing a lot of forge work here. And plants. Yeah, I'd say I like to keep a lot of stuff just in case. You never know when you need it. And just then stick holders and stuff like that. And then I put the leaf holders. Hey, dude. He comes and visits a lot here. Then I put the leaf holders in here. They were just a good height and just to covers in a little bit of the ugliness there. Right, so let's go through. Do it again. One banana tree in the middle. I don't know if I had to do that or if I had a building issue there. Not too sure. So I've got sheds out the back for prettiness and safer storage, a couple of rope holders, another chest out here with just odds and ends, and a very small little garden for building, for planting bamboo for when I was doing my half walls, and a holder for that. Because there's not bamboo close here, so I had to bring a few bits with me to plant and just keep harvesting. Yeah, so that's the downstairs. Pretty basic, this one. Not a lot of, yeah, another dryer, you know, because you don't have too much meat. A bed, of course, overlooking there, because I always like to have my bed overlooking. Water collector. Couldn't put a, oh, that's right. I started having, oh, that's right. That's my shower. That's why there's no fence there. That's why I put this in to act as a fence. It's funny what the hell was going on. Well, it was only half. It's a shower. So yeah, when I can't put in a half wall or anything for a reason, I always put in these. Yeah, it stops you walking through. And, you know, it's pretty. So just a little tip, if anybody ever's come across a thing of, oh, I can't put a wall in, what can I do? Because they do stick out a little bit, but with the shower, it was perfect because it doesn't impinge on the space underneath the shower. So it worked out perfectly. another water collector. Fruits up here, another water collector. Flowering plants again because I like to have things pretty. That's just for the forge, the furnace. Oops, get up there. And I couldn't build down there. It wouldn't allow me to build because I couldn't cut down this tree. So that's why there's no frame down there. And hence, of course, there's nothing up here. This was just a quick run around. You know, there. And you have to do, you know, you won't fall. And then just a few more plants up here, just for prettiness sake as well. These are on the verandas here, so yeah. And then you can come up here and again admire the beautiful scenery. Again, though, I'm gonna say it again, I wish we had chairs so I could put a chair here and sit down and look at my beautiful view. Oh, Creepy Jar. You know, every time there's those surveys that Creepy Jar puts out, it's one of the things I always say. Chairs and tables would be, you know, greatly appreciated. Some actual furniture. But, yeah. So there's really not a lot to this base. The only other thing of interest here is when you go swimming, there is actually an entrance to a cave under here, which, you know, obviously you can't bring back large rocks with you or anything like that, but I was in desperate need of rocks at one point, so I was able to come in here and harvest rocks up. Yeah, so this actual cave system here, where are we? 3732. Yes, 3732. Is this cave system here, which goes back to my old base. So that's how you can get through here really quickly, if you choose to. But I just came in here to get rocks. That was pretty much it. Yeah, so there was not a lot to this area. I just like, you know, I like building near the water. I always have done. The lagoons especially, because they're very peaceful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty little base. Let's get up there and have a nice look. Yeah. Is it raining? Yeah, it's raining again, so it's a bit dull. But yeah, you've got a nice little view. You can go up there and have a look. Oh, we can go up there quickly, I suppose, and have a look. Plenty of food around here as well. I mean, oh, do with those. Plenty of those. Plenty of food around, as well as the fish. So, yeah, there. There we go. So yeah, big base up there. Would be much better if it wasn't raining. You can't really see it too well, can you? But yeah, one of the big bases. This is actually this base here, I think. 3631. Yeah, so that kind of leads me to believe that that is that water there. But it doesn't look that big. But maybe it is. Maybe all this time. Who knows? You know, sometimes, as we all know, the coordinates are a tiny bit off sometimes. So, this is not a Spirits of Amazonia game map. This is the survival map where I walked through from the original Green Hell map, of course, because I've got no predators on. And you can't do that in Spirits of Amazonia. You can, but not the same. It's just, I'm confusing everybody and myself now. Yeah, so there's a view from up there. It's a pretty spot. Is the rain going now? Oh, there we go. Yeah, a bit better now. Not quite rendering in properly, but still, it is a pretty little spot. So, yeah, you will come across this area if you are playing the game. you do have to come by here. So, yeah, a lovely little spot. Not very big, but a little hideaway for you to have a very private little place of your own. And not really big enough if you are doing a multiplayer. Oh, there's a nice shot. Not really big enough if you're doing multiplayer, though, to build a very big multiplayer base for everybody to live. But, yeah, pretty good, though, otherwise. So, yeah, so that's base walk around number 7, I think. So, yeah, not quite as, not as pretty as the last one. The last one is one of my favourites, admittedly, by the bigger lagoon. But this is, yeah, it's a small little sanctuary, and it was fun to build. A little bit awkward in a couple of spots due to placement of some trees again, obviously, but I think that is something that is going to be dealt with in that big update that the Creepy Joe was talking about, that we might be able to get rid of some of the... Well, we're definitely going to be able to get rid of some of the fallen logs, like, say, this one here. I think we're going to be able to get rid of. Not as sure about the these trees. I guess you might not want to get rid of them if they're coconut trees. But anyway, it would still be nice to have the option to get rid of any tree that we choose. It would be very good. But we'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, small base, pretty spot. Yeah, plenty here to keep you going food-wise as usual. Yeah, so, well, this looks like the sun's setting on us. Yeah, it is. So we'll leave it there with the sun setting on the base. So thank you all for joining me on this base walk around, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.